realize how high you're getting till it's too late. I am fucked up out here.
And your 420 break for Monday, January 23rd, 2022. This has started to go somewhat viral. Pink Floyd coming out with the 50th anniversary of the classic, one of the greatest albums ever made, Dark Side of the Moon, heard it a million times, like many, many, many other people, and including many, many, many of the people probably that are commenting on this shit right now. Oh, man, what a fucking time to be alive when there's so much information readily available and nobody pays attention to it. Because as probably you could have predicted this if you were to say, hey, Pink Floyd's going to put out 50th anniversary with the icon of the prism, a.k.a. sort of like a rainbow. Somebody who's going to go, what the fuck is this? Ugh. What is this woke bullshit? And that's exactly what happened. 50th anniversary on Twitter. Pink Floyd posted the... You see what I'm talking about. 50th anniversary logo of Dark Side of the Moon. Love the rainbow. You're making yourself look stupid. What is that, Pink Floyd? What a disgrace. From this moment, I don't listen to this band. Are you going woke with rainbows? Is there a straight flag? I want equal representation. Don't get me wrong. We should all be true to who we are. Anytime somebody says, don't get me wrong, they're about to be wrong. It's fucking hilarious, man. Kind of. And the main theme that I have seen with people taking aim at these people, they're calling them boomers. That was the headline. Duh. Where is it? I was looking for the quote. Boomers, blah, 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 blah. It's not boomers, necessarily. Yeah, there is that, but they're the ones that are aware that Pink Floyd has the prism, a.k.a. rainbow artwork. Probably. But let me tell you, there's a lot of young people that are they're probably the ones that have no idea that is a Pink Floyd logo. They just heard shit on the radio. Plus, if you've never, grown up around a bunch of fucking rednecks, yeah, come on, man. The kids are just, what a time to be alive. Moving on. A woman got wasted at a Marilyn Manson concert, blew up $15 worth of property. She's suing the company that served her and the venue. Now, first of all, I'm sure Marilyn Manson, for as kind of a shitty human being as he is like, why the fuck are you throwing me in here? What does that have to do with anything? I mean, it does. It was in Canada. 26-year-old got into an explosive accident. Let's just fucking delve into here. Busted a fucking gas line. 4 houses exploded. And her and her father are suing the venue for just letting her leave. Kicked her out of the venue for being wasted. And it's like, so they're suing the venue to cover all of the lawsuits that she is facing. And, as a bartender, you're supposed to take tips training, TAMS training, all those things where, and I don't know what the law is like outside of Michigan, at least probably similar. I'm not sure about in Canada. But you're legally required as a bartender to make sure that if somebody's intoxicated, overserved, then you gotta try to figure out a way for them to get home. It's kind of your responsibility. I mean, you want the fucking hammered people to take some sort of responsibility for what they're doing, and it fucking pisses me off when you get sued because somebody was an idiot. But you just are like, fucking sue happy drunks, Sue happy drunks. It's not worth delving into any further. This is worth delving into some more, though. Japan. It's been one of those countries that has been wailing for years. It's such a weird, kind of on a fence sort of vibe because, I'm pro-hunter. I've grown up in northern Michigan. It's a hunting community up here. It really is. So, I mean, that's kind of how I grew up, and I see the conservation aspects of it, and that's just kind of who we are as people, hunting, The factory farming thing is a little tough for me to swallow, even though I don't not take part in it. I buy meat at the store. Whaling, as we get older as people and start figuring things out, the practice of whaling is like brutal as fuck. Slow death, harpoons and things. So that has to be taken into account, probably, that it's a terrible method of killing the animal you're going to harvest, for lack of a better term. That's what, you're referring to it as. But it's just like, let's get to the actual fucking story now, Smitty. Just rambling along. Japan sells dead whale pieces in vending machines to boost trade because over the last 50 years, whaling has went down. It plans to set up 3 more vending machines next month. They're selling canned frozen whale meat and canned cooked whale pieces, whale skin, 4 machines in Tokyo. Prices range from 1,000 to 3,000 yen. That's anywhere from $20 a pop. I don't know. I'm looking at it in euros and yen. If it sells well, the company plans to open up to 100 vending machines over 5 years, man. They call it desperate, cynical sales ploy by a cruel and declining whale hunting industry, which is probably true. Again, it's just on the fence, I'm on the fence because it's a different culture. I think Iceland is another country that does whaling, and I think they're pretty close to not doing that anymore. Declined. Nobody really wants to buy whale meat, probably, thankfully. Again, culturally. I lived in Korea for over 13 months. They eat dog there. There's dog farms. It's fucking horrible. And I took when in Rome. I tried it once. And if different cultures have different animals that they eat, it's not necessarily for us to judge. If you agree with hunting and agree with eating meat and using animal parts, leather or anything, it's hard to judge them for doing that. But it still kind of fucking sucks. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Anyway, let's move on to a story that is less depressing and way cooler, I think. In Ireland. I like learning about Ireland, obviously. And I'm terrible at homework. It was the bane of my existence in my short-lived schooling career. President of Ireland, Michael Higgins, is calling for homework to be banned. He argues that this would make time for young people to engage in more creative pursuits outside of school hours, which is, I'm all for fucking that. I don't know how I feel. And here's the thing, homework. We grew up with it. Doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. Just because you did it when you were a kid doesn't mean it's probably... I'm sure it serves a purpose, doing homework, when learning how to do things on your off time when you're a kid. But shouldn't school be left to when you're in school? I don't know. I just don't know. I applaud this. I just like different ways of thinking. And I like the idea that let's try this. Let's see how it goes. Because I bet you if you were to just say, you know what, we're going to cancel homework. Maybe expand some sort of creative outlets for kids to be doing. If you were to ban homework. I bet you could see productivity in schools come up too. Because I know as a kid, I'm just fucking sitting there going, I got all this fucking homework to do in class all the time. And I'm just like, fuck this. If it was just relegated to school, I bet you I'd have been a lot more fucking productive, man. So way to go, Michael Higgins. Makes me want to go visit over there more. And finally, another thing that I'm on the fence about being a crime, farting on the police. And the reason that he was getting strip searched in the first place is an outrage to me, too, in the UK. Apparently, weed's illegal over there. I got to be careful. UK man has been sentenced after deliberately farting in the face of a police officer after he was asked to bend over during a strip search. Stuart Cook, 28 years old of Aberdeen, was arrested at the scene of the crash and taken back to the station where he committed the vile act. asking an officer, "How do you like that?" as he farted in their general direction, which those words, the fact that you put in a fucking Monty Python fart joke in this story is fucking money, okay? The other thing, the fact that you put farts so much, the word in the story, rather than like passing gas, breaking wind. Just say fucking fart, man. He was arrested, again, at the scene of a crash, taken back to the station. They revealed in the strip search a small amount of drugs. He became irate when police placed him under arrest for smelling cannabis. Me too. Although I've never been arrested for it. The sheriff court heard that Cook screamed expletives and puffed out his chest towards officers as he was being taken to the station. He said the cops were overreacting. He said, this is what the defense attorney said. He had been smoking a cannabis joint at the time and felt police overreacted in the way they dealt with him. He became increasingly upset with them and acted in the manner libeled, as soon as I can get fucking words out, so he farted in their face. The idea that I did not put one fart sound effect in that story, it just means I'm growing as a person. Old radio boss would be fucking tickled pink, man. Hey, that's your 420 break. Eat some Doritos. Chill out. Get your ass back to work.
Hey, old man. I got the fucking munchies real bad. How about you?
Hey. Smoke weed every day.